Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video. I've been sounding the alarm on this for quite some time, and it's with a heavy heart that I have to make this video, but people are not hearing me when I'm trying to be subtle, so I'm just gonna have to go for it. And so here we go. What am I talking about? Well, I'm making another Black Panther Wakanda Forever video. Surprise, surprise. And I'm not doing this just to make content because Black Panther is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Marvel character. And it just really pisses me off the way that Marvel has done this character. Disney Marvel in particular has done this character. And more importantly, how they've done the great actor Chadwick Boseman throughout this whole saga. But what am I talking about? Let's get into it. So, as you know, Chadwick Boseman passed. And with this, Disney, Marvel, and Kevin Feige were left with a choice. Recast the role like they've done with every single character where the actor has either left the role or the role has kind of just outgrown the character, or in certain cases, the actor has passed away. Or we could basically pimp somebody's passing for movie ticket sales, for pushing a MCU agenda, and for pushing a race baiting agenda. So what am I talking about here? Well, what I'm talking about is that after Chadwick's untimely passing, even his wife had basically wanted Marvel to recast the role because she felt that it would be honoring his legacy to do so. But what Kevin Feige and Marvel and Disney decided to do was basically to use this as an opportunity to not only push the MCU female-centric characters in the form of making Shuri the Black Panther, which actually is its own bait and switch, but you will see after the film. I'm not going to spoil it. I know what happens, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. When I do my review of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, we'll talk about it. But is also another bait and switch, which is far more insidious, and that is, and I've covered this in a previous video, but supplanting the Black audience for the Latino audience in the idea of purposefully race swapping Namor the Submariner to the point where they are not even calling Namor's kingdom Atlantis, but rather calling it Tealocan, which is more akin to the Aztec and Mexican nature of this character's race swap. So not only have they just completely done away with Namor's backstory, but they've basically just rewritten it and are using this as a platform to basically pivot away from the Black audience and use it as a jumping off point in order to inspire the Latino audience, which I just find egregious. Not only are you using Chadwick Boseman's death to do this, but you're also using a franchise that was specifically marketed to the Black audience. And I know why this is. I mean, just because I know what the script leaks are, I know how this is gonna go. Basically, this is not going to get repeat viewings from the Black audience. How do I know this? Well, being that I know the plot, I doubt very many Black people are going to go see this more than once, but they will go to see, or rather the Latino audience will go and see a new character who they can identify with, who is basically going to be whooping ass this entire movie. And whose ass is he going to be whooping? Oh, he's going to be whooping a lot of Wakandan ass. And so when this happens, this is going to cause a lot of confusion and hurt feelings, not to mention trauma responses from the Black audience who, right or wrong, identify with Black Panther to a level that most people don't identify with comic book heroes. And honestly, it's because they're starved for these type of representation. And, you know, that's an entirely different discussion. But when this happens, it is going to cause a lot of division and a lot of hurt feelings from the Black community. And Disney knows this, but again, their focus is not the Black community with this particular film. What they are doing is they are pivoting away. And you'll see when you see this movie what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't want to go into spoiler territory just because I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like you should be able to judge this film on its own merits on your own without it being colored. However, what you do need to understand, just look at the marketing, especially as we get closer and closer to the film. Look at the marketing. The marketing is showing you, it is telling you who the main character of this movie is. And surprise, surprise, it is not Ramonda, it is not Shuri, it is not Okoye, it is not any of the main characters that you had seen in the original Black Panther film as it was. It is Namor the Submariner and his retooled, tokenized version of Atlantis. And once you see this movie, you'll understand what I'm saying, but I just really have a problem with them using, especially in the first half of this film, using Chadwick Boseman's untimely passing in order to pimp their products. And I don't want to speak on other people's feelings, but I doubt that Chadwick Boseman's family is really comfortable with this the way it is. But of course, they can't say anything. I mean, how could they? They're a lot of residuals and things like that are tied up within the Disney Corporation and their family members' representation of this particular character. And I'm telling you that this is just wrong. And if we look at it from a historic perspective, you can see why it's wrong, because this has never been done to any other character, but they're fine with doing it to the Black character. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that look at Superman, which is the best example I can give. There have been many Supermen over the years, whether we're talking about George Reeves, whether we're talking about Christopher Reeves, who passed, by the way, and who was crippled while he was still of the age to continue playing Superman. Did they cripple Clark Kent in the comic books? Did they kill Clark Kent in the comic books? Did they kill him on the screen? No, they didn't. They recast the role of Clark Kent to another actor, because these are fictional characters at the end of the day, and these fictional characters stand for something in the American and in the worldwide cultural zeitgeist. So to take the character of T'Challa the Black Panther away tells you that they are using this as a way in order to make money. Like I say, Brandon Routh was Superman after Christopher Reeve, and that wasn't an issue. Dean Cain was Superman. There have been so many actors that played Superman, that have played Spider-Man, that have played Batman over the years, and it's never been an issue to recast this role. So why is it such an issue to recast the role of T'Challa the Black Panther? I'll tell you why. Because ultimately, Disney and Marvel have shown through their actions, not just with this particular case, but with Star Wars, with other Disney properties, that they really don't care about Black people. And the Black dollar, although it is significant and profitable, is something that they feel is easy to get, because all they have to do is put a Black face in their films, regardless of the circumstances and the context around it. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that them basically using the death of Chadwick Boseman to sell movie tickets and to pivot away from the Black audience is okay? Or do you think that it's disgusting like I do? Leave your comments in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace. If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.